Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing the highlights that we ended up getting for Futchamps. So we went from 14-0 to 22-8. And for those of you who watched the stream, you guys know that it was a very unpleasant experience. I don't know if we should even talk about the state of FIFA or some of the comments that people make. Not negative, just comments that people just kind of like tell me in general. So a lot of comments that I get, and I need to bring this up, right? Because I need to have this conversation with you guys as the viewers, because I feel like I say this a lot, but I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. So I really hate FIFA nowadays. Like really, really, really hate it, right? But there's certain types of content that I do like to make for YouTube, right? Because they're like just full recordings. Like this is an edited video because this is my Futchamps highlights and I'm just talking over it, right? I just think that the game in general sucks. And I think that we're at the point of FIFA where if anybody protects the state of this game, I don't even think this is opinion. I think you're genuinely insane. Like, I think that you're actually crazy. Because the general gameplay is just, it's no longer fun to play. You guys are going to watch these highlights, and it's just finesse shots. Almost the entirety of the time. Very rarely will you see my opponent actually score decent goals against me. Right? The general experience of the gameplay, I think this year, out of any year I've ever played FIFA, because the gameplay has been inconsistent for like 5 different installments, right? I think this is the worst one for slow and sluggish gameplay. Like, guys, I know I don't have a great team. I know this game is a little bit pay to win. But I promise you guys, man, with all my heart, that if my gameplay felt good, and this meta of finesse shots and defensive AI being this effective, and 1v1 finishing, if it was better, like, that's the 3 things, right? Finesse shots are shit. This is literally game breaking, and it makes this game completely garbage. Like, completely garbage. Like, it's just not fun to play anymore because it's the only way to actually score. It's garbage. It's garbage. You know, I have some people, because I get some comments, right? And I'm just gonna answer people that think a certain way, right? You know, people send me messages like, why don't you manually move the goalkeeper? And I'm just like, why is that even a thing? Why do we have to deal with finesse shots? Why is that a more skilled way to score than breaking someone's defense down? I don't know, man. I just think, like, because I tell this to people all the time, right? And you guys know that I'm very transparent and honest with you guys, and I've showed video evidence and everything. And I guess this just happens in my Twitch chat, not necessarily in my YouTube comment section. But I just get a lot of comments like, what happened? Because, like, your record was 14-0 and then it turns into 22-8, or anything along the lines of that. And honestly, I don't really know how to explain it to you guys, man. There's so many variables to this game that just makes it incredibly unenjoyable. Like, it's garbage. It's honestly garbage. I play it because it's a job. Like, people need to understand, man, like, the potential that video game entertainment has in the industry nowadays. Like, if I were to just stop doing all this, like streaming and YouTube, this is the thing, because I need people to understand this point of view, right? This is the thing that people need to understand. This industry is only growing, and you know, I dedicated like a lot of my time on FIFA, which was a mistake. Like, I'll tell you this right now, it was definitely a mistake, because when FIFA 15 was out, at that time I should have played like H1Z1 or something and just get better at those games. Because if I knew that FIFA was to get worse every year, it's not even like a thing where it's like 16 is worse than 17. Like, I think every year it just progressively gets worse, because, you know, they want to add all these new mechanics, and the game's just not enjoyable. This video is not really straightforward. It's just me rambling about. I'm just here sitting and just talking. if I were to go into the gameplay specifics of why this game is so shit, my video would be so long. I already have so many videos explaining why, and in my Twitch chat, just seeing comments like that was a good goal when it was a finesse shot. I don't know, man. I think I think when it comes to FIFA, I'm in a shit state right now, right? Because people don't understand, like, people who play other video games, they don't know what FIFA's like. Like, this game is, it's genuinely broken with delay and sluggish feel. Like, I didn't play a single, out of all 30 of my matches, I didn't play one game that felt good. Imagine 30 games of Futchamps and not one played good. Results has nothing to do with it. You guys saw me ranting yesterday, like I was 14-0. It's just, it's not results. The general experience of the game is just, it just sucks now. The game is not enjoyable to play anymore. They completely fucked this game. The amount, like, the reason why I'm so quiet, I'm just like looking into space, is because I feel brain dead after playing FIFA, because the amount of finesse shots that I'm playing the same person every game. I played my last game that you guys see in the highlights for today, that was a good player, right? But everybody else, I was playing the exact same person just over and over again. And no one, and I don't know, and like they're gonna do a new patch for the first time finesse and the skill move, and it's just not gonna change anything. The game's just gonna be the same shit. You know, like when I stream, the mentality that I need to have going into my stream is that because this is my job, I just need to play the game for what it is. But it is a chore to play. It's just not fun anymore. You know, FIFA 15 had inconsistent gameplay, and at that point when I was streaming the game, I was like, I love football. I see myself playing this game for years. Maybe it'll get better, and then should have just realized pretty early that it just wasn't going to get better. And it just sucks too, because you dedicate so much time and so many years into this game, and you know, I'll explain this to people. Like, I genuinely do hate when people say, like, why do I continue to play this game? Guys, if you dedicate this much time and effort to growing your content, YouTube channel, Twitch channel, and just throwing it all away, and then just doing a job that has absolutely no relation to football, because I used to do construction, right? Or not used to, but I could, right? And that's just not the type of life that I want to live for the rest of my life. You know, I want to do something that's football related, and this is as close as it gets, which it wouldn't be a problem if they just created a good game, but it's so stressful to play a game where, like, you have to finesse shot looking that way to hit the target behind you. But, like, when you get 1v1, your player can't hit the target. I feel brain dead. Like, I actually, when I was playing my games on stream, I swear to God, I felt like I was going to get a heart attack. Because football knowledge in this game is dead. It's dead. There used to be a little bit of it for FIFA 18, but it's gone now, man. It's actually gone. Like, I just don't enjoy having to abuse mechanics for me to score. Just, my head hurts from the finesse shots and the near post headers, and I just... A lot of people in the comment section are just going to look at this video and be like, yo, Inception is done. Like, his brain is fried. And guys, it is, man. Like, I need to be transparent with you guys, because you guys know how I am. Like, I just need to be. But again, the reason why I don't stop playing is not because a general thing. Because if I had something going on for me in life, right, where if I owned my own business, or I was like a football pundit or something, like, I'm just not trying to work construction for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of like the job. Like, if you live in Toronto, like, you need to work a job like that to get paid well and stuff, right? And it's just not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. I understand some people's point of view of, like, well, if you're going to be playing FIFA, there's no point in complaining. And it's just, you should just play it. But at the end of the day, the reason why we play video games is because we enjoy it, right? Like, that's the first thing that has to come to mind before you play the game, is that enjoyment needs to come first. Because the thing is, right, and the thing that's like really disappointing for me is that if I enjoyed FIFA, my content would already be at another level. I would say like 2 years ago, you know? But I understand that, you know, when I stream, I'm pretty negative, you know? Like, I'm pretty negative when it comes to FIFA, but for anyone that plays this game, it's hard not to be, because every single game you get into, the gameplay just sucks. And then, you know, I get that people get good results in Futchamps, but it's just not a skilled game. It's just not a skilled game. Neither was last year. The game is just fundamentally broken. I don't know how else to explain it. Every aspect of the gameplay, it sucks. Everything about it sucks. I could get, like I said, I could get in depth with it, but it just sucks. The state of this game is awful. Our menus are still the same. Division Rivals is only competitive FIFA, and competitive FIFA in this game is just abusing game mechanics. Finesse shots, finesse shots, finesse shots. Like, it's brain dead. This is the worst video game I've ever played. I thought FIFA 18 was the worst, but this is hands down the worst. I used to talk in FIFA 15, right? When I used to talk about the inconsistent gameplay back then. And when I was playing FIFA 15, if I knew what the game was going to be like now, I would take the inconsistent gameplay of FIFA 15 over FIFA 19 any day of the week, man. Because even if they nerf finesse shots in this game, defensive AI and 1v1s are still shit. I'm telling you guys, we had so much potential, man. In FIFA, we had so much potential. If we just kept FIFA 18 pre-patch and fixed 3 to 4 things in that gameplay, we would have been in such a good position right now. Because the direction that this community is heading towards with this game, it's just awful. This game is headed in the wrong direction. It's headed in a bad direction. Because every year it gets worse. You know? FIFA 18 pre-patch, that was the year that, you know, it still had inconsistent gameplay. Like, the game felt sluggish sometimes, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff, right? But it was fun to attack and defend in that game. Because you had to do it yourself. You know what I mean? You have to break down someone's defense yourself. Like, yeah, the defense needed tweaking. That's why I say, like, there's 4 things, and the goalie saves when the shot was directed right at them. But at this point, I used to love streaming, man. Because when I streamed, I just played the entire day. I preferred streaming over doing YouTube content, but the YouTube content will never stop. It would keep going. Like, if I ever ended up doing anything else in my life, the YouTube content would continue, because it's easier for me to make videos that are 18, 19, 20 minutes long and 50 minutes long, and then just post that and for people to enjoy watching for what it is. But the gameplay is just awful, man. It's just so bad. Like, the emphasis that a player puts on the ball on every single touch, just that alone makes this game not skilled. It's just not, you know? I never take credit for any of the wins that I got or get in this game. I can't even, I'm at the point with FIFA where I don't take credit for wins, even if the gameplay's good. Because it's not always good. There's no point in me taking credit, because no one knows when they're watching your gameplay. No one knows if it's bad or good. It's so disappointing. It's honestly so disappointing. I know this is just me rambling, but I don't know, man. Like, this company, right? Like, if I was a regular consumer of this game, right? This company really does, I would say it's more for you guys at this point, right? This company treats you like shit. Because if you truly think about it, man, they released 2 different versions of Champions League cards. with no significant stat upgrades, right? I don't know, man. The gameplay just isn't fun anymore. There's honestly zero elements of it that I enjoy. The gameplay, we're talking about the gameplay that I get all the time, like my 30 Futchamps games. This just isn't skilled, man. I know how good I am at football games. I know how good I am. When I played PES, I got to a certain point where I was dominating people because I learned the game mechanics of the game and stuff, and I was starting to do really well against people. In FIFA though, man, like the playstyle that I want to play, it just doesn't get rewarded. I lost 4 different games this weekend because my 1v1s didn't go into the back of the net. People will always look at the score like 22-8, but they won't look at the specifics of what made it 22-8. Conceding 3 finesse shots. And you know, and then you have people saying, why don't you just manually use the goalkeeper? Push him to a certain position to block the certain shots. Manual goalkeeping is the stupidest thing ever. Okay, it should never have been added to the game. Ever. Because finesse shots shouldn't be a thing either. If you are on the right side, a goalie in real life will always be in the same position. Always. They will always be in the same position. Now, some of them will set up differently, but a goalie will always be in the same position. Your goalie's not gonna your goalie's not gonna set up in a position and know that he's gonna finesse shot to that area. I don't know, man. Like some of the comments that I see, guys, it's not about like having to use manual goalkeeping. I shouldn't have to even think about using manual goalkeeping, because even when I use manual goalkeeping, that alone is not fun. That alone is not a fun thing to do. It's not fun to manually use your goalkeeper. It's only fun to attack and defend. That's what FIFA's about. You shouldn't have to worry about your goalkeeper. I'm brain dead right now, man. I don't know, man. I just think, I don't know if it's because of the way it's my way of thinking. Maybe it's like a linear way of thinking, but the only people who can continue playing this game is if you like it. Because even if you don't like the gameplay, but you continue to play it, you have to be insane. You have to be borderline crazy to play this game. If you are experiencing the same gameplay I get, what is the actual point of playing this game if the gameplay sucks this bad? What's the point of it? Don't you buy this game to play the gameplay? If you hate the gameplay this much, and this is me talking to a viewer, right? Because I create content, so that's why I play it. Because I would have told this game to fuck off on FIFA 16. That would have been my last year. I wouldn't have touched 17, 18, 19, because I know it wouldn't have changed, right? But there has to be something wrong with you. I get what you guys are coming from when you guys are going to say it. I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, because it's a football simulator. Or it's a football game. But that I love football. Football is literally my life. It's what my life revolves around. But that alone is not good enough for me to play this game. Because first and foremost, it needs to be a good video game. And it's not. It's fucking awful. And just, again, no one talks about the game mechanics. Finesse shots are the meta to score. And people are just like, well, as long as I get my results with these god tier players, shouldn't matter. It's disappointing, man. It's so disappointing. I've never played a bigger piece of shit. Results doesn't matter. The general experience of playing the game, passing, dribbling, shooting, everything sucks about the game. The constant pressure shit. I passed the ball to a direction, he's being blocked because of constant pressure. Constant pressure is still overpowered. Constant pressure in a video game should only be used when it's really noticeable that someone's wasting time. That is the only time constant pressure should be effective. When I pass the ball, when I have to spam the pass button because you took a shit touch, and then I have to be forced. I hate this shit when people say, why did you pass it there? I'm forced to pass it to a certain area because of your shit first touch, and then your constant pressure is blocking that guy. The balance of gameplay for FIFA is fucking gone. It's gone. The game just fundamentally makes no sense. It just makes no sense. The game is shit. It's gone, chat. That's pretty much it, guys. I'm sorry. It wasn't really linear. It's just me rambling about the game. It's just a shit game. It literally, the fundamentals are just gone. I'll see you guys for the next video, because, again, I'm going to continue to create content, but just know that I don't enjoy playing a single moment of this game as I continue to play it. If anything else happens or goes on in my life, then I'll take the opportunity with a heartbeat. But as of right now, this is literally the only choice I have right now, guys. I need to be transparent with you guys. I need to be honest with you guys, because that's how I am. So, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Not really sure what I'm going to post tomorrow. We'll see. I guess I'm going to do some player reviews on Tony Cruz or something like that. I don't know. We'll see how things go. I'll catch you guys later, man. Thank you guys so much for watching the videos. Appreciate it. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.